Welcome to another edition of Indie Reads Aloud. This is a storytelling podcast, as was just mentioned in the intro. Sometimes I forget that introduction is there. Today we are going to be talking with Boyana Atwood. She is a children's book author, and she has a great story for us today. She comes all the way from Anchorage, Alaska. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
One of the most fun things I get to do is share authors from around the world. We've had people from everywhere, but you are our first Alaska author. So welcome, and thank you very much for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. It's super exciting for me as well.
It's going to be a good time. So Boyana has been publishing workbooks, guided journals, and planners for over 2 years. She has recently ventured out on the journey of becoming a children's book author. After reading many books with her 2 kids and inventing countless stories for them, as we all do as parents, she took a leap of faith by making some of those stories into actual books. Her goal is to create wholesome books that will inspire good character and teach good morals to the little ones. I think this is a marvelous idea. And I love that you're doing it with story.
Yeah, it's mostly for my children as well.
Well, absolutely. And for us, there are some grown-ups out there like me who love children's books. So thank you very much for taking this journey and for being courageous enough to put your ideas onto the page. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
So Boyana is going to read Maya's Big Feelings for us today. And here's a little bit about that story. Everything should be fine, but Maya seems to be having one of those days. It just doesn't seem to be going the way she would want it to. How does Maya deal with it, you ask? Well, she has a meltdown and lashes out at her best friend. But a little wisdom from her dad helps her overcome the emotional roller coaster. This story explores the topic of big feelings and shows a practical way of dealing with them. It introduces young children to early learning about emotional intelligence, suppressed feelings, and sharing with others. However, the bright colors and the rhyming verses keep this topic light and delightful. For those of you who are watching us on YouTube, you're going to be in for a treat because you get to see these colorful pages. So gather everybody around, turn up the volume, and Boyana, when you are ready, please read aloud.
All right, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen.
Excellent.
All right, here we go. Maya's Big Feelings. This is a little dedication. I wrote this book for my 2 kids, and I'm thanking everyone that helped me since this was my very first book that I put together. All right. The sky is deep blue, the sun shining bright, and Maya is playing in her room with delight. She loves the big space, the stuffed animals and toys, but today it seems that everything annoys. Deep down inside, something feels wrong, and those suppressed feelings can't hide for long. While holding her most prized toy of all, from happy to sad, she goes with the ball. Heartbroken, she lets out a scream, because look there, a fat tear in the seam. Maya runs to her mom to tell of her awful woe, but on the big stupid table, she stubs her little toe. Her dearest giraffe gets smushed in the mess, while Mom kneels down to calm Maya's distress. Mom, look, my giraffe's thread came out, complains little Maya with a big sad pout. Not now, I'm busy, and my hands are not clean. I will sew it right up after lunch, my little bean. Maya does not like how Mom responded, because it is simply not what she wanted. Right then, as everything sinks into gloom, Thor, ready to play, charges into Maya's room. Well, see, Thor is Maya's best friend in town, and so at that moment, she tamps her feelings down. Let's play with the dinos, Thor says next. At once, they both sprint for the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's my toy, let me have it, Maya yells and throws a fit. Thor replies, no, it's my turn this time. Maya, please stop. And that's when Maya's concealed feelings bubble up to the top. Her face turns red, she stomps on the ground, then shrieks, "You're the worst friend around!" In the chaos and tension, Dad steps right in, trying to figure out where to begin. How about you try to breathe slowly in and then calmly let the air out again? Now, please tell me, whom do you care for more? Is it the Tyrannosaurus Rex or your friend Thor? Well, of course it's Thor, but the toy is mine, is Maya's answer as she continues to whine. Thor won't keep your toy. He just wants to play. That's why he came over today. I understand big feelings can rush and invade, but only you can control how they're displayed. You can get angry and mad, that's fine, but take a deep breath and don't cross the mean girl line. Know who is irreplaceable and important to you, and when you get mad, be kind to them too. Thor carefully watches Maya talk to her dad and realizes he should have been nicer just a tad. I did want to play with T-Rex this time, but here you go, Maya, you take him, that's fine. Tyrannosaurus is your toy, so here you go. You are my friend, I want you to know. With a look of anxious remorse on her face, Maya pulls Thor into a tight embrace. I'm sorry for saying those mean words to you. They just came out of me, out of the blue. Thinking about it, my emotions were crazy today because I wasn't dealing with them right away. Taking a breath helped me to see that you are very important to me. Right then, Mom enters the room all serene and says, "Food's ready, everyone come with me." Full bellies will help the happiness grow, and all this will seem like it happened ages ago. The end.
What a wonderful story. I just love, you know what? This is a great story for everybody to remember, not just little people.
Thank
Sometimes big people have the same problem.
That is true, yeah.
Thank you so much. Tell me, what was your favorite part about writing this book?
Well, it was my first story, so I really enjoyed the whole thing. But I think with if I had to choose one part, it was the dad helping her deal through her through her emotions. Just him being firm, but also loving and showing support and help, and showing her how to deal with those. I think that was really a fun part, putting those into rhymes and making it
That
work.
is wonderful. Yeah. I loved the vocabulary you use as well. I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Before we go, please, I want to acknowledge your beautiful artist. Who did the illustrations for this book?
That was Anastasia Provozina. She's from Russia, and she was the one who designed all the pictures.
How wonderful. They are beautiful. Thank you so much for coming and reading to us today. I hope that you will come back another day and share one of your other stories with us.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That would be awesome.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
You too.